Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, December 31st, 2019, last trading day of the year, and the U.S. stock market is closed. And have we had a year, and what a way to end the year. It just takes my breath away. I'll talk about that in just a second, but you can see here what happened with the Dow. It was down all day long, and then it came back the last 40 minutes or so and finished up 76 points. Now, what caused this thing to move up like this? I'm going to tell you what I think. I've been doing this a long time, and when there is optimism in the air, the first day of the new year is usually a big, big day. And I don't like to try and predict things, but I would be inclined to believe that Thursday, the first trading uh, day of 2020, is going to be very, very big. And this run up at the end of the trading day today is anticipation of that. There's a lot of buying coming in there the last 30, 40 minutes. So, yeah, I'm really optimistic. Let me tell you, we had six positions coming in, and we closed those out with over $20,000 in closed out profits. Um, you know the big trade we had, and I'm going to uh, show you that in just a second. But with this $20,000 uh, big day, we close out the month with about $105,000 profit. I'm having getting my cat. Hey, come on, get off my lap. Not now. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna close. We'll close December with uh, over 105,000 profit, and we close November with 105,000 profit also. So we've just had a spectacular close for the year, last 2 months, and we're up over 350,000 for the year, and that puts us up about 57% return on our cash, starting cash capital for 2019. So there's just nothing I can say about this except it takes my breath away, because if you would have told me this would have happened back just 2 or 3 months ago, I would have said you're crazy. This has been a tough year, and I just don't see it happening. It happened, and most of it happened the last 8 weeks of 2019. So I am anticipating that starting on Thursday, we're going to see the roaring 2020s like you wouldn't believe in stocks. I believe we're going to see a bull market like nobody ever dreamed of, and this is truly a time for investing. And I am so happy the way this uh, decade ended. It was just spectacular. Okay, enough of my going on and on and on. By the way, we got into five, only five positions today, two positive, three negative. We're carrying negative $1,600 over New Year's. And I already said Dow went up 76 points. Okay, let's look at a couple stocks. I'll show you just a so-so one, but one that we did well in. This is Degas Inverse Natural Gas. We got into this the last 2 hours yesterday, and it did nothing for us on the close. Popped up very nicely this morning, did pull back some, but we still took $2,000 out of Degas. And this, by the way, has been a very good stock for us recently. I mean, its cumulative totals look very good. I've done the spreadsheets, and really, really good stock. Okay, hold your breath. This is NIO. And this thing jumps out of nowhere yesterday. We bought it as soon as we can. Huge gap here. And it just kept screaming. NIO up here at the top, we're up like $23,000 on NIO or something. But then very disappointing, it pulled back. And we closed at about positive 10,000 on the close yesterday. I was pretty pessimistic about this. I've seen these little stocks do this before, and usually, they're going to open lower today. And, if we got out anywhere, I was thinking maybe we get out with $7,000-8,000. It turned around this morning, jumped up very nicely there, and we got out of NIO with $18,300. That's a good trade, folks. That's really good trade. And that's why we're finishing 2019 with a $20,000 profit day. So, yeah, we got out pretty close to the high of today's action. So this was a really good, excellent point for us. Our algorithm held up very nicely there, did a good job, and we brought home the bacon on the last trading day of the decade. So I'm really pleased with that one. Hey, listen, enough said. It's going to be, I have traded this decade almost every single day. I hardly took a day of vacation the whole time. It has been a very profitable decade for me, and I am looking forward to even bigger profits in the 2020s. So hang on to your hats. This is going to be another great decade coming up, and I will be back here next year on Thursday trading like crazy. See you then, and Happy New Year.